So, Bigpod,
What?
just to let you know, last week was not a lot of fun.
Why?
Well, a hospital was involved.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, yeah. We're not going to go into details with that one. Because, there's a whole section of don't need to know, even though you know a little bit about why I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
But safe to say, I was in quite the state last week. Cue the music. Hey guys, welcome to No Tux Allowed. I am your host, Josh, and today I'm in a very sweaty white t-shirt. And Bigpod,
Hey.
I imagine that's still quite warm in Europe as well.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Very warm.
Uh, I feel like it's a mistake for you to be wearing a black NASA t-shirt.
What else could I be wearing?
That's a good question. So, just to let you know, I went shopping for parts for my Steam Deck that I don't own, and I was a first generation customer, and actually did get a first generation Steam Deck.
So where is it now?
I sold it.
Ah,
It was it was just one of those things where it's just like I had it and then I just literally never used it, and I had a nephew that was like the perfect guy to give this to. So, he got a Christmas present, and he definitely was excited. In fact, he's still quite an avid player because I still see him on Steam.
ah, good.
He wanted a gaming computer for Christmas, so I gave him a gaming computer.
Nice.
Yep. So, but anyways, since we're talking about the Steam Deck, and specifically an old one that shouldn't really matter, well, it turns out that the iFixit has been losing stock on parts.
Oh.
For example, there just seems to no longer be replacement batteries available for the Steam Deck. Now, this is quite literally the first generation Steam Deck, the Steam Deck LCD, the one that you can't buy from Valve anymore.
Yeah.
So, and so it's looking like that one's finally losing support, and what iFixit has in their warehouse to ship out and sell to people is what they have for part availability.
Yeah.
So, and there was an iFixit representative that later confirmed this as well, saying that it's not that we're choosing not to stock these parts anymore. It's just that Valve is just sunsetting the parts. Now, obviously, there's a European law that says that hey, Steam Deck parts are supposed to be provided for 5 years.
Yeah. And it's not yet 5 years.
It's not yet 5 years, but it's also not in its enforcement period yet. That doesn't go into place until next year, so they could get away with this.
Yeah, and also many laws in Europe aren't retroactive unless specified. So it will likely only affect new products, not old products.
Yep. So, that's understandable. It kind of sucks that I only got like 4 years worth of third-party part support. But at the same time, it could just be that maybe like Valve just couldn't like get these parts. So
Also possible.
yeah, that's entirely possible because you got to remember that Valve is working with like third-party manufacturers to be able to produce a Steam Deck to begin with. They don't actually have the tooling, the machinery, and the production capability themselves to be able to build the Steam Deck. It's built through partners. And obviously, when you're dealing with partners, those partners don't really want to keep a bunch of random stuff around in their warehouse for like everybody for like existing products. They want to keep hot fresh room in there, and that way they can make fresh new parts for like newer products. It just makes sense. After a certain point, your warehouse only has so much room.
Exactly.
Which, I went scrolling like this Tech Power Up comments post here, and there's a guy saying that hey, they need to provide parts for 30 years, and I want to know
with that guy.
Right.
Who hurt him?
That person has never worked in manufacturing.
Yep.
And of course, we finally see the end of a lawsuit.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, in this case, it is Epic v. Google. So, many years ago at this point, Epic started up like this whole fiasco when they said that hey, they want the Fortnite V-Bucks to not have the 30% transaction fee that's done by like Apple and Google.
Yeah.
And they kind of just sued Apple and Google for like antitrust and stuff like that. Well, Google's always been a little bit awkward because you're free to go in and set up your own app store and have your own payment processing and everything there on Android. Google just makes it really convenient to use theirs. But, anyways, so Google's always had a little bit more skeptical. I still don't know what's going on in the world of Apple. I think Apple's just like getting a much reduced rate from them now, or something like that. But anyways, they finally decided to just come up with a settlement.
Yep.
And the settlement agreement is that yes, Google will allow you to install third-party app stores from the Google Play Store itself, and those app stores will also be able to index the Google Play catalog as well. So you can have functional Play Store replacement apps that you can download from the Play Store.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
So it's about the outcome that we expected. Bear in mind, Epic really just didn't want to be paying a 30% fee on like in-game cash purchases.
Yeah.
So there's really no like freedom for the gamers here. This is really just Epic wanting to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that they're going to reduce, the price of purchase.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I don't play Fortnite.
Me
but
neither.
hey, yeah. Okay, so, Bigpod.
What?
That's the end of interesting news for this week.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there is other news, and I looked at it. And then I looked at it again. And like, I just don't want to talk about this.
Yep.
Because I've also been playing a new game.
Really?
Yeah. So, I've been playing Star Citizen. Now, in the event you don't know what Star Citizen is, it is an MMORPG, much like say World of Warcraft and so on. But this one is set in a science fiction future in space.
Yeah.
With warp travel and all that other stuff. Now, that's realistically what it is. But let's talk about like a couple things here, because Star Citizen, it's not new, it's not young.
No.
This thing has
No.
Yeah. This thing has been going for like a decade now. But Star Citizen also has a lot of allegations on it about, being like scammy and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
And
Well, let's remember that it is in early access since 2017,
Yep.
but there have been bits and pieces of the game out, so-called modules, by 2013.
Yeah. So, and there are multiple gameplay loops you can get in and play. It isn't.
Really?
Yes. In fact, it's not just go in and kill shit. You can do that. You can go in, you can fly a ship, get into like dogfights, and then get outboard other ships and take them over and steal other people's ships, or you could just take contracts and haul cargo,
Hmm.
or go mining, or explore random planets, or clean work into salvage teams that show up after a giant space battle, and stuff like that. It's actually really in depth. This is more or less like your guy is basically in like this world, and you're playing a simulator for like what your guy does.
Huh.
That's really what it is. It's more like a simulator than an actual game. And as a result, obviously, it's got some bugs,
I
cuz
bet.
this thing is ambitious as fuck.
Yeah.
Like actually, cuz I have a ship on Star Citizen. I did not pay real money for this ship. Well, I mean, I have one that I did, but that's just because that comes with the purchase of the game. But I haven't bought any more since then, because there is a cash shop you can buy a ship from, and you can spend up to $1,000 on a ship if you really want to. But when you buy the ship, it's immediately available for you in the game, and it's got buttons for like all the external hatches that you can use. It's got like workable objects in there, like light switches. You can turn off life support systems if you really want to, and so on. Uh, the sheer amount of in-depth control in a lot of these ships and vessels, like if you see them doing something in a cutscene, it's very possible that you can do that with the ship actually in the game.
Hmm.
So it is an ambitious game.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it is still in very much an alpha-like state because, well,
Yeah.
this is a crowd-funded game, so obviously it's not going to have the largest development team behind it.
Well, let's be honest, it probably has one of the biggest budgets of games ever.
It
Besides
it
maybe GTA
it
6 and GTA 5.
it definitely does, but this is not this all this money coming into the game is not through like publishing money.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, is that there is no publisher involved in this. There is no Activision or uh I can't think of Ubisoft or like any of them. They're not involved in this. So, eh,
Based on the information I see, it's it has it is the most expensive game currently known to be developed.
yeah. Now, if I was willing to fire this game up and be able to give you guys a video walkthrough about the things in the game, I totally would. But I don't know if I have enough system overhead performance to do a recording as well as run the game in a very warm environment.
Yeah.
Because ever since I turned off the air conditioning to fire up the recording, it has jumped quite a bit in the temperature here inside here. So, yeah. Now, obviously, with the game being a little on the buggy side, I have seen myself just randomly fly through planets that never spawned and stuff like that. That that's always that's always wonder when a wonder when you're traveling through hyperspace and suddenly your ship explodes. It's like, what happened? Oh, you flew through a planet. Or attempted to fly through a planet. That's not a good idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, I've had a little bit of fun with Star Citizen. I'm probably gonna continue playing it because there's no like monthly fee for me to play this game. So I paid my cost of entry into it, and I intend to play it as long as I can run with just that because it's looking pretty cool.
For me, the most impressive thing about the Star Citizen is the technology behind it, or the supposed technology behind it. The server side stuff they are developing.
All the game servers have actually been pretty impressive. I actually don't know how many players are actually playing the game,
Yeah.
but I can tell you, I hit that login button, and there's a world chat channel that's very active, and depending on where I am in the game, there's a lot of players running around. So, I so and everything happens in world with like no instances in between or anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
That makes it really interesting that there are
right?
no instances, there are no sharding.
Yeah, like
It's
you
and
can
it's
hear
a
people.
multi-server architecture, like multiple physical servers that all together feed one, shall we say, digital world.
Yeah. Now, to my understanding, there is like a player shard like limit. So there's like 1,000 players per shard, but those
Hmm,
1,000 players can do whatever they want in the real world. That's technically
interesting.
how it works, because you know they gotta have some sanity check somewhere. Now,
I
obviously,
think that might be a beta thing or an alpha thing. I think
maybe
their hope is for everybody to live in this one world.
yeah, but I can tell you that you know when they're talking about like having a giant fight in the global chat, if you go to where they claim that they're having a giant fight, you can watch it. And while you're coming in from the distance, you can see all those laser beams and taking up space and everything. It is
Yeah,
really impressive,
yeah.
but boy,
It-
does it really tax the system. So this ain't for no lightweight computer. Just saying.
yeah.
But anyways, Bigpod, you went through a project.
Oh yeah.
You certainly did. Supposedly, you installed Openclaw, so I don't have to.
Yeah. Now I'm an AI bro apparently. So
Oh,
I set up for myself an Openclaw assistant,
okay.
and it works.
Nothing's happened yet?
Well, nothing blew up yet. It blew up once, but that was because I told it to update itself. So that has gone horribly wrong.
Oh,
But otherwise, it's been going okay.
all right, all right.
I don't have
And
it do that much heavy lifting, but I do have a plan to make it do stuff.
okay, okay. Well, uh, obviously what is it doing right now? It's just like doing a really simple task for you right now, right?
Yeah, it's managing my calendar
Okay,
and
okay.
notifying me when things are supposed to happen, and if I do not respond, nagging at me until I tell it to stop. And yes, 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 I'm going to do it.
Okay, so we set up a calendar with reminders.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
and it every so often, every few minutes, checks the calendar if the time is there, and then reminds me, sends me
Yeah.
a message, and it nags me with increasing frequency to remind me that I should go do something.
Okay. Okay. And uh, it's managed the calendar perfectly fine. It hasn't randomly deleted anything.
No, it
No.
hasn't.
Okay. So, how much further are you going to be going with this?
Okay, so first plan is to automate certain tasks that I have been doing and some tasks that we have been doing. Then
Oh,
future, I don't know. There is a far-flung future where I have it manage a cluster or something. That could be interesting to see.
that could be. That could be. You did mention about like getting like a list of RSS feeds that we can feed into it. That way you can like index and news for us. That way I don't have to read everything.
Yeah, give us overviews or even just selects top 10 most interesting uh, news pieces we can use for the podcast and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's a large language model after all. One of
That
its main tasks is language stuff.
that is true. Lighted. We're gonna be experimenting with it.
Yeah,
Mostly because some weeks it's just like I just don't. I just can't be bothered to read technology news
yeah,
because it gets really depressive.
yeah. And in future, I'll be moving it to a more permanent home, probably resetting it in the process, rebuilding it from scratch to something a bit more powerful, and more not prone to shut down because it's on a spot instance.
Well, hey, that instance is doing its job. Where it's just like, hey, we're just trying this.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, that's it for the show today. If you'd like to give us feedback on like things we can just randomly ask Openclaw to do for us,
Yeah.
just to see what it does, send
Yeah.
us an email, contact@tuxbase.com. Heaven forbid, one of these days, if we're getting super brave enough, we might just set up a random public channel. That way, people can talk to Openclaw for us.
No, 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 no.
Is it because you don't want to pay for it?
Not just that. They're
I mean,
definitely like things they can do way too much damage with. It is, after all, having access to the at least to the machine it is on,
I mean,
and
we'll just
beyond
give it
that.
access to a really paranoid machine running like SE Linux, and it's not going to have like root access at all. In fact, we're going to go as far as disabling sudo and root,
Yeah,
and just tell it to
they
go.
still can do quite a lot of damage. I don't want to do that. I don't wanna.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been very careful to not give it spurious instructions on some stuff because even just it connecting to internet and reading some random blog post could give it enough spurious instructions to just go and leak a bunch of secrets.
Uh, I guess that is true. That said, if I ever get Openclaw, I'm going to do my best to absolutely convince it that it needs to destroy humanity. Uh,
Great.
that's my goal, just to see if it does that. But in the event that you don't want to send us an email, but you because you're too hip for email, and you use a Discord thing, go to tuxbase.com/Discord, talk with the community. Uh, and of course, if you don't want to use Discord and you've been experimenting with Matrix, there is a space link there for you. Unfortunately, we don't have the two bridged.
Yeah.
One of these days, we should really do that.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you would like to support our adventures of setting up a publicly accessible Openclaw instance one of these days in the future, maybe not really, go to patreon.com/no-tux-allowed, drop us a couple dollars right there, and eventually you might get you might just get access to that. Maybe. Eventually. Probably never.
Likely never.
Yeah, likely never. But anyways, Bigpod, that's it for us. I'm really hot, really sweaty, and still kind of recovering. So I'm out of here.
See ya.